To our taste, this is the ultimate steak sandwich. A combination of flank steak, rocket and roasted red peppers make a fantastic flavour combination, and we're going to show you how it's done. So here's what you're going to need: some flank steak, a ciabatta roll, some rocket, some roasted red peppers and some creamed horseradish. Start by taking one of your roasted red peppers and dicing that quite finely. Now these peppers are normally bottled in brine. Don't worry about trying to dry that off, it'll add flavour and moisture to the sandwich. And if you haven't tried roasted red peppers before, go out and get yourself a jar, you won't regret it. Once you're done dicing the pepper, set that to one side and clean off your chopping board. Now take your flank steak and cut off any of the hard fat. You don't need it and it's not going to add any flavour to the sandwich. It's quite a lean meat anyway, so it shouldn't need much trimming. Now you need to figure out which way the grain is running in the steak. On this piece, the grain is running top to bottom as you see it on the screen. Now chop your piece of steak in half along the grain, only because you don't want the pieces too long in your sandwich. Now turn the piece of steak through 90 degrees and start cutting thin slices across the grain. Now pay special attention when you do this. If you cut across the grain, you'll get nice tender steak. If you get it wrong and cut with the grain, you'll be chewing it for weeks. Now it's time to season the steak with a mixture of salt, pepper and garlic powder. This is one of the reasons for cutting the steak before you cook it. By cutting it up, you're giving more surface area for the seasoning to take to. The other reason is, the thinner the pieces of steak, the harder it is to make it chewy. And once you're happy everything's nicely seasoned, it's time to light the grill. Now we're using a plancha to cook this, but you could use any sort of cast iron, be it a pan or a griddle. Make sure your cooking surface is up to temperature. You want it as hot as you can get it, and we're running at about 350 degrees. Add a little bit of oil to your cooking surface and then get your steak on. Now you're going to treat the steak almost as if you're doing a stir fry. You want to keep it moving as much as you can. Pop your halved ciabatta roll onto the grill so that can toast off. Now you're only going to cook the steak for about 2 to 3 minutes, so you'll see a change in colour very quickly. Now by turning the steak all the time, you're making sure that every piece is cooked evenly. It'd be nothing worse than biting into a sandwich and finding a chewy bit along with a tender piece. If you've not tried flank steak before, you really need to give it a go. It's an inexpensive cut of meat, but cooked correctly can be about the most flavourful beef you're ever going to find. Now we've been going for about 3 minutes, and it's almost time to take the steak off the grill. An easy way to tell if your steak is cooked is take a piece off the grill and pull it. If it pulls apart easily, it's cooked and it's going to be tender. So now it's time to take the steak off the grill and start to assemble your sandwich. So start with the bottom half of your toasted ciabatta roll, and then layer on some creamed horseradish. Now beef and horseradish are best friends, so don't be afraid of this, give this a good smear on. Now put in a generous layer of your flank steak. Add on a good handful of rocket, that'll give a nice peppery taste to the sandwich. And finally top off with the chopped red peppers that you prepared earlier. Pop the top of your roll on and you're ready to go. And there you have it, a combination of flavours that will make this one of your favourite all-time sandwiches. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a click on the like button, leave us a comment in the comment section below, and subscribe for more great barbecue videos. Thanks for watching.